We won't talk about your kids. We won't talk about jail, no cases. We ain't gonna talk about none of that.
Right.
And immediately gets in there and goes the opposite way. You can't flip up on me.
You're big
Turn
in
it
prison,
down.
and you're
Yes,
big in
ma'am.
prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it off. Prison and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay.
I believe that they gave me a raw deal because this industry is a monster. It's the same monster that these Me Too was trying to tell you about. But they hate the monster for how it, and I hate that monster for how it eats. But my God, man, it's the same monster. And I want everyone in America right now to look at me. Look at me smoking indoors. I didn't ask anybody. I just did it. What are they going to do? Kick me out before I...
In every scandal, there's the version you're handed. And then there's the version that explains why the pieces were already in place. Most people only remember the clip, the meme. Katt Williams lighting up a morning radio host while the room laughs as she absorbs it. What they don't remember is who scheduled that appearance, who framed the talking points, who decided the morning after an Emmy win was the ideal moment to pivot the conversation. From awards to children to prison to maybe here's the real issue. They don't remember that this is the same industry Dave Chappelle calls a machine that eats its own. The same city where Mel Gibson says you're expected to grin while people you once trusted quietly sharpen the blade. So before you decide Wanda was only a casualty, or Katt was only a villain, stop for a moment and ask, what if that morning was never spontaneous? What if a worn-down black woman on radio and an explosive black comic were both moved into position, and someone far above them simply wanted to watch what would happen when they finally met?
How many kids you got, Wanda?
I have 3 boys.
Excellent.
Yes, I do.
Aren't boys simple?
Hmm?
Aren't boys simple?
They can be. They can be.
Yeah. Wanda knows she
What?
She didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that you didn't.
Well, that's right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Your boys, yeah.
They like for me to, I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey, right now, look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli and tell me does it say heat up water? That's the only step in broccoli. Simmer. Water. Simmer. Have you ever heard of burned broccoli? Can you burn broccoli? You can't burn it because it's made in a pot of water.
You don't know nothing about.
You know what her second meal they love from it? What I do with corn.
Whatever.
I like to tear it out that can and I put it in there. And then I get a can of water and I put it on there. And then I get some Zatarans. They don't expect that. I sprinkle Zatarans on my
great
corn.
cook.
Aw.
Whatever.
Yes, ma'am. You good at heating stuff up.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
Yes, ma'am, and getting out to tell you. But I'm going to tell you at an arena named Phillips, and you going to tell me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
That's right. True.
Tomorrow, be there.
All right.
Red Grant show, I know I'll be there. Don't miss it.
Red Grant, Katt Williams, thank y'all for coming through, man.
Yes.
And thank you.
The wild part is, if you strip away the context and watch the exchange on mute, it plays like harmless morning radio. A legendary comic cracking jokes about his kids. A hometown favorite ribbing him about fatherhood. Smiles all around, like this is just another cheerful stop on an Emmy victory lap. But listen closely to the rhythm beneath the laughter. Every innocent question nudges him closer to the same 2 traps Hollywood always sets for anyone who won't fall in line. Are you a bad father? And are you a criminal? By 2018, Katt's arrest history was already public. Blogs had painted him as erratic, dangerous, a walking headline waiting to happen. So when Wanda keeps circling back to how many kids he has, how he supports them, how often his name shows up in court records, that's not casual banter. That's the industry's favorite ammunition being laid back on the table, on a morning that was supposed to celebrate an Emmy, not resurrect an arrest file.
All right, it's the People Station Viewer 3. Your hair is kind of...
That joint was.
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't?
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural.
Come run one of your gnarled fingers.
Come here.
While you on air. So they can hear you live.
Come on. Come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh, okay. Well, then stay over there.
Don't worry. Ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to. I don't want them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay?
Only one of our hands moving while we talk.
Are you all right this morning? Are you okay?
Red Grant, Atlanta Comedy.
Tell Wanda to take off them headphones and that wig.
And make sure
that wig and that headphones come together.
All the clothes you got on. How about that? Yeah, they're old.
Versace, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
She said,
Versace.
I want to apologize to the people at Versace Collection. This is your 2019 summer line that hasn't come out.
But you had to open it up and show us it was Versace. I wanted to.
No, I didn't have to open it up. These people are on radio. They can't see anything.
Yeah, but you opened it up so we could see it.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, happy
whatever store is for the black.
This is the moment you can feel the temperature change. One beat it's jokes, you don't cook like you used to. The next, Wanda is pulling the conversation toward jail with a precision that feels studied, not spontaneous. She's no longer teasing his time in the kitchen. She's quietly implying that a man with nearly 20 charges attached to his name has no standing to criticize anyone. To a casual listener, it lands as a throwaway punchline. To an industry that spent the last decade shrinking Katt Williams into mugshots and breakdowns, it's a gift, clean, subtle, and perfectly timed.
Cook for your kids?
Absolutely.
Tell me some of the things you cook that they're proud of. Like, Dad made some. You got the best spaghetti.
You guys looking at her.
You got the best steak. What do you have?
As a father of 7 with an unlimited food budget, you can.
And this is where it went wrong. Wanda about to get it.
Make whatever is necessary.
I said what they like.
Excuse me.
I said what do they like?
Just because you're a poor interviewer doesn't mean.
You answer the question and just tell me.
Man, you're a strong
like.
black woman. Is it okay for me to answer? You keep interrupting the answer. Everyone can hear it. It sounds like you like me a little bit. It's starting to bleed.
And watch how Katt answers. He doesn't blow up. He doesn't walk out. He slips into teacher mode, calmly breaking down broccoli and corn like he's explaining something to a kid. Not because he cares what she eats at home, but because he's signaling something else entirely. A microphone doesn't make you an authority. In that moment, it's not really about food. It's about hierarchy. A syndicated radio host, shielded by a major station, trying to shrink a decorated comic down to his arrest record. And the comic, without raising his voice, reminding her that proximity to power doesn't make you smarter, funnier, or morally superior to the person you're attempting to clown. That's the layer most people miss when they replay the roast. By the time Katt really starts swinging in the next segment, the groundwork has already been laid. Wanda isn't just joking. She's doing what this industry has always done when a black comic starts saying too much out loud, pulling his kids, his freedom, and his sanity into the frame, then acting shocked when the monster she helped call forth finally turns around and bites back. And watch how Katt answers. He doesn't blow up. He doesn't walk out. He slips into teacher mode, calmly breaking down broccoli and corn like he's explaining something to a kid. Not because he cares what she eats at home, but because he's signaling something else entirely. A microphone doesn't make you an authority. In that moment, it's not really about food. It's about hierarchy. A syndicated radio host, shielded by a major station, trying to shrink a decorated comic down to his arrest record. And the comic, without raising his voice, reminding her that proximity to power doesn't make you smarter, funnier, or morally superior to the person you're attempting to clown. That's the layer most people miss when they replay the roast. By the time Katt really starts swinging in the next segment, the groundwork has already been laid. Wanda isn't just joking. She's doing what this industry has always done when a black comic starts saying too much out loud, pulling his kids, his freedom, and his sanity into the frame, then acting shocked when the monster she helped call forth finally turns around and bites back.
We going to a break real quick?
Very
All right, cool. We
proud.
go to a break.
Shout outs to Forever 21
Yeah.
and the Necklace Collection.
That's right. Shout out
They don't
to
remember
I
me for
love
wilding
when-
out,
I
right?
love
I'm
when
not the
comedians-
right one that Jones on.
Get this inmate out of here.
If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me down.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600,
Whatever, little mama.
I'm Lil Mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
And what
girl.
are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
No, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
That's right. And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down.
And you're
yes,
big
ma'am.
in prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it
yeah.
off. Prison and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay,
no.
okay.
No.
Calm
No.
down. Calm down.
Only one of us has $12
Calm
worth
down.
of jewelry on.
Oh,
No.
No, $12.
No. That all is
$12,
available.
boo.
If you want to have Wanda's jewelry, please go to
Shay.
Go
Shay.
or Quick
Come
Trip
get
at
Miss
any
Cat.
point.
Come get
If you
Miss
buy
Cat.
2 packs of Newport 100s, they will give you everything Wanda has on right now for $7.99, and it comes with a free car wash. Won't you come on down?
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
The show starts at 9. Wanda gets to the stage at 9:17. Please come on down.
Go, Shay, please come get Miss Cat and do her hair.
She's almost out of breath. Be careful now. Even on the radio, you can hear the fact that exercise has crept into her vocabulary.
Yeah. Hurry up, little mama. We're done.
You already used that one. Don't
Yeah.
For 6 minutes, Wanda had home court advantage. Her studio, her co-host, her soundboard, her audience. She assumed she was sparring with a man the machine had already branded as unstable, someone she could needle with jail jokes and still walk away looking like the adult in the room. What she forgot is that in comedy, the only currency that matters is who can land the sharpest truth in the least amount of time. Watch how quickly the air shifts once Katt decides the performance is over. He doesn't debate his charges. He doesn't explain his parenting. He goes straight for the one place gatekeepers hate being touched, their credibility. The fake designer. The cheap jewelry. The breath. The stamina. The contradiction of being big on radio while trying to talk down to a man who sells out arenas. In under a minute, he peels away everything the industry loaned her and addresses her as what she is in that moment. An employee trying to generate relevance off his name. To most viewers, that's where the story ends. She got roasted. The clip went viral. Everyone laughed and scrolled on. But in an industry powered by humiliation rituals, that moment was the beginning, not the finale. Because the second Wanda stopped functioning as safe black media and got exposed as petty, reactive, and overmatched on her own platform, she stopped being valuable to the people who put her there. And the monster that was supposed to consume Katt quietly turned its head and took a bite out of her career instead.
Before I go in there, she has a conversation about, okay, now, I just want to talk to you because you just wanted Emmy. We won't talk about your kids. We won't talk about jail, no cases. We ain't going to talk about none of that.
Right.
And immediately gets in there and goes the opposite way.
From the outside, it plays like a random blow-up. Inside that studio, it was a broken agreement. Katt didn't walk in unprepared. He said they pulled him aside before the microphones went live and did what gatekeepers always do when they want you comfortable. We won't talk about your kids. We won't talk about jail. We won't talk about cases. That isn't casual reassurance. That's a verbal NDA. It tells you they know exactly where the landmines are, and they're promising not to push you onto them once the red light comes on. But the moment the show starts, that promise disappears. Instead of an Emmy conversation, Wanda keeps drifting back to his charges, his family, his masculinity, then tops it off with a flat-out prison claim that isn't even true. To the audience, it sounds like off-the-cuff banter. To Katt, it feels like someone used her to run the exact play they swore they wouldn't run. That's why, when he talks about it later, his anger isn't aimed only at Wanda. It's aimed at the structure that sent him in under false terms, then sat back and watched while a black woman in a corporate chair was positioned to do the dirty work.
And I watch him on stage, and everyone's laughing, and I'm like, that mother means that. Don't get mad at them, don't hate them. We go upstairs and have a beer, and sometimes I even appreciate the artistry that they paint their racist opinions with. Man, it's not that serious. The First Amendment is first for a reason. The Second Amendment is just in case the first one doesn't work out. We gotta let some air out of the ball, man. The country's getting a little tight. It doesn't feel like it's ever felt in my lifetime. So tonight, I am honored that my colleagues are here in comedy and in music.
Now lay Dave Chappell's perspective over that radio studio. Dave says he listens to comics joke all the time, but he can always tell when they're speaking plainly. He calls America a pressure cooker. Says the First Amendment is first for a reason, and the second exists in case the first one ever stops working. Through that lens, watching Katt sit back, let Wanda talk, then calmly dismantle her entire on-air identity stops feeling like random cruelty. It starts to resemble the exact moments Dave is describing. A comic using humor to say the one thing you're never supposed to say about a loyal media employee, that she isn't there to tell the truth. She's there to preserve a version of the story. And in that moment, Katt isn't just roasting her. He's exposing the role she was hired to play.
Right. You feel this, and you told the truth. There's something so true about this genre, when done correctly, that I will fight anybody that gets a true practitioner of this art form's way, because I know you're wrong. This is the truth, and you are obstructing it. I'm not talking about the content, I'm talking about the art form. Do you understand?
And that's where Dave's other point lands. He says he's doing everything right, openly, and without fear. So when he sees someone playing it wrong, he's going to call it out, no matter how awkward it gets. That's the frequency Katt tapped into that morning. He could have absorbed the ambush, smiled through a soft interview, let the machine use Wanda to quietly re-poison his image for another news cycle. Instead, he chose violence, the verbal kind. He addressed her as what she elected to be in that moment, the face of a setup. Was it clean? No. Was it polite? Definitely not. But in an industry that only responds to ratings and ritual humiliation, it was the one move that couldn't be clipped, softened, or reframed into Katt just admitted he's everything we said he was.
Sometimes you have to be a lion so you can be the lamb you really are. I talk this like a lion. I'm not afraid of any of you when it comes word to word. I will gab with the best of them, just so I can chill and be me. And that's why I love my art form, because I understand every practitioner of it, whether I agree with them or not. I know where they're coming from. They want to be heard. They got something to say. There's something they notice. They just want to be understood. Love this.
By the time the roast was over, the internet thought it had the story figured out. Katt the bully, Wanda the victim. Roll credits. But what Dave is pointing to lives underneath that surface red, the layer where people say reckless things on camera not because they're cruel, but because they're scrambling to matter inside a system that only rewards the loudest disruption. When you've been around this business long enough, you can feel it. You can sense when someone like Wanda that morning isn't just hosting a show. She's auditioning, performing for the monster, hoping that if she feeds it enough chaos, it might finally turn its head and recognize her.
Streaming that show, you're fencing stolen goods. They stole that from me. They just took it. And I'm not up here trying to tell you guys that I believe that Comedy Central gave me a raw deal just because I'm black. I believe that they gave me a raw deal because this industry is a monster. It's the same monster that these Me Too was trying to tell you about. But they hate the monster for how it and I hate that monster for how it eats. But my God, man, it's the same monster.
When Dave calls the business a monster, even one that took bites out of him after Chappell's show, he's not being poetic. He's naming the exact ecosystem Wanda and Katt were stuck inside that morning. An industry that will underpay you, mislead you, then shove you into a viral moment you can't control just to wring a little more attention from your name. Katt walked into that studio already stamped as unstable. Wanda walked in believing she was finally about to glow in the light of an Emmy. The monster didn't care about either story. It walked away with both of their reputations hanging on the same hook.
Contract. Yeah, I now understand what that means.
Yeah.
Do you understand it?
The social contract?
Yeah.
I think I do.
Yeah. What is it for you?
The social contract. You can't get mad.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get mad. You can't let it get you, because you have to make a deal with everyone else, and it's almost unspoken that you are going to be over at some point by people who you may have done something nice for.
Mm.
And it may happen that by circumstance, or even very purposefully, that you someone over. But that shouldn't get in the way of you being able to sit down and have fun with them. Am I on the right track?
Absolutely.
You can't build a resentment about it.
Mm.
You have to still try and love those people.
Yeah.
Because that's the way they're thinking.
Because it ain't personal.
No, it's not personal. They don't really mean to hurt you.
No.
Not really. I don't quite understand. Well, I mean, there's a lot of motivations for why it happens. Yes, many.
I mean, money will make you do stuff as well, won't it? I mean,
Yes.
one, them, us,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah, well, whoever.
If there's many millions riding on a decision, it's hard to be philosophical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very hard. Very hard to be, you you have to choose what level of integrity you're coming in at. And
Okay.
and I've often felt it. I've sat there and I have felt the knife slipped firmly in between my shoulder blades and tried to have it shoved through the other side through my heart. And I've actually felt the whole thing, and I've gone, wait till next week, or I'll think, and you'll resent it for a little while, then you have to let it go. Otherwise, you'll eat yourself alive.
Mel's social contract is the final piece. Everyone in Hollywood knows, on some level, that you will be betrayed, humiliated, or set up by people you once trusted. The unspoken rule is you can't take it personally if you want to stay employed. That's exactly what we watch unfold here. After the interview, Wanda spins herself as a professional who was just doing her job. Katt keeps insisting he was ambushed. The station quietly moves on. And the executives who profited from the ratings spike and the viral clip. They never have to face a camera or justify why they let two black comics get chewed up on their watch while the monster remained safely behind the scenes.
Conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers got to wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a... and he put this dress on. And what? No, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're right. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave. Listen, we got it all set up. We're supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. The pressure comes in. He said, I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't need to wear no dress to be funny. What am I, Milton Berle? We're going like this. And then finally he's like, and he leaves. And then like the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress. What is wrong? What is this, Brokeback Mountain in here? So then, wear the dress. I don't want to wear the dress. I want to wear this dress. You know what I mean? This is, oh gosh, this guy's so difficult. They leave. Now the producers comes, come on, David would be so great. I mean, and then I started thinking about it. All the comics that I've seen, man, strong brothers, why they be putting us in these dresses? But the minute it was clear, I was adamant, I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine. Think of something else. Guy comes back 10 minutes later, the whole new scene. Hot damn, how did you write the scene so fast? It's like, so you gotta take a step.
Dave's story about the dress may be far from an Atlanta radio studio, but it's the same playbook. Say no to a humiliating setup, and within minutes the machine proves it already had a plan B, waiting to see how much of yourself you were willing to surrender. That's exactly the energy after Wanda's interview. Katt wasn't just clashing with a co-worker. He was pushing back against a system that had clearly mapped out how far it would go to bend his image. To be an actor is to be alone. When Dave tells young performers to consider the cost before they step in, because if the price is your own voice, you should walk away, he could just as easily be speaking to every black comic who's ever sat in front of a microphone like Wanda's. She opted for the short-term reward, a viral moment at the expense of another black comedian's reputation. Katt chose the opposite. He risked looking unhinged, difficult, even dangerous, just to prove he wouldn't let the industry narrate his story for him ever again.
Dave Chappelle been doing with himself?
Nothing. This guy screening out season 3. Good to see you. Nice try, Comedy Central.
Yeah. That's one of their executives. Yeah. We need the dough. Come on.
I've been really just relaxing and just trying to stay out of trouble.
Right.
That's right, because I see, being a celebrity, your realm of getting in trouble is worse than the average person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the average dude got to go out and look for trouble. I've been sitting around mind my own business and dude come up, hey man, you're Dave Chappelle. I'm like, yeah, what's up, man? Hey, I got 12 in a hot air balloon. You trying to roll with me?
Call me next time, all right? I need to get out of the house once in a while.
That's why I just stay in the house.
Yeah.
It's funny because like when I come out, everybody screams. But when I go home, it's not like that.
When you go home, I mean, that's the thing that's important to remember is that when you go home, it's a different situation, right?
Yeah, my kids don't even care. They're like, oh, Mr. Promise is back from the road. Did you forget all them toys you promised us, Mr. Promise? And then my wife's still a little salty at me.
She's not happy with you right now?
I mean, she's not mad at me, but don't think you're going to walk away from $50 million and your wife's just going to be cool.
And that's the parallel most people miss. Dave walked away from $50 million to reclaim his mind. Katt walked into hostile interviews, lawsuits, and explosive headlines rather than stay silent about what he saw. Wanda. She stayed. She kept playing the game, allowed herself to be the face of the ambush. And when it exploded, parking lot chases, firearm rumors, a clause about embarrassing the station, the same executives who profited from the chaos didn't stand beside her. They quietly moved on, in an industry built on sacrifice. The monster always favors those who will bleed quietly over those willing to burn the entire script just to protect their soul.
You disappeared for a while. People were saying, where's Dave? Where's Dave Chappelle? Where's he going? And then it turns out you took a trip to Africa. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they said.
Right.
It was
because
like,
the stories, as you know, you're hearing all kinds of stuff on the news.
It was crazy, man. I mean, first I went to Africa to chill, and I tell you, hear a lot of black people say this, like when you go to Africa, especially your first time, you have this overwhelming feeling like you're home, which is true. I had that feeling like, man, this feels like home. I think I felt that way because there's a McDonald's in the airport. So I got my Big Mac. But then it was like, it just got out of control. Like I was in Africa, and next thing I started hearing all the stories like comedian Dave Chappelle's in a mental institution in South Africa. And I was like, man, I must be losing my mind.
Yeah.
Because I thought this was the beach. Yeah. So everybody calls me crazy. You know, I mean, it was just...
You're hearing on the news things like he's gone crazy, which that doesn't sound right, you know? And
well, you know, maybe I know stuff people don't want me to talk about. So we're going to want other people to believe. So they'll call me crazy. Mm-hmm. But it was a weird thing to get called crazy. At first it was scary. And then now I feel like it's liberating. Like, I feel free, like I can just say what I want to do. They already call me crazy. I can't hold myself.
Some of us are against the Illuminati. We are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them. Nobody likes them. End quote.
We all love Dave Chappelle.
Exactly. Dave Chappelle has never been a part of the Illuminati. They don't want him or me or people like us. But now it's not necessary for us to store up that hornet's nest unless we intend to get stoned a million times. I didn't understand that. They had to sting me a million times. I'm still not going to join, but I respect it a little more.
There's a McDonald's in the airport. So I bought him a Big Mac. And then everything just spiraled. Suddenly I'm in Africa, and the next thing I know I'm hearing stories. Comedian Dave Chappelle hospitalized in South Africa. And I'm thinking, man, maybe I really am losing my mind. I thought this was the beach. Everybody kept calling me crazy. You hear it on the news, he's gone crazy, and even then, it never sounded right. I knew something was off. Maybe I knew things people didn't want said. Maybe calling me crazy was the easiest way to make sure no one believed me. At first, that label was terrifying. Then something strange happened. It became freeing. If they already decided I'm crazy, then I can say whatever I want. I don't have to carry their expectations anymore. Let it be their problem. There's a reason Dave is so calm when people call him crazy. He learned early that in this business, once you stop being useful, they'll pin any label on you they need. Crazy, difficult, bully, washed up. Just to make sure no one listens when you start explaining how the game actually works. Katt carries that same mark. To some, he's the villain who bullied Wanda. To others, he's the only one willing to say out loud that the whole thing felt staged, that she wasn't just riffing, she was fulfilling a role the monster needed filled.